Okay, we are on. All right, let's get to it. Welcome back to another episode of Under the Helmet. I am your host, Rebecca, and we're just here to share stories with riders and get to know riders a little bit more under the helmet. And today I'm so lucky. I'm joined by a champion in the sport of motorcycle trials. And I just like to welcome Steve Fracy to the show. I really appreciate you being here with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
So we connected on social media, on Threads. Admittedly, prior to meeting you, I wasn't familiar at all with motorcycle trials, which actually doesn't say too much because I'm new to the motorcycle world in general. So a lot of things are new to me. But how about for the folks out there that are watching this? Can you just let us know a little bit more about what the sport is, and maybe also how it's different than any other kind of motorcycle riding?
Absolutely. Well, the first thing that everybody always says is, "Where's the seat?"
Yeah. Yeah. There's no
true.
relaxing. There's no relaxing.
No, there are no seats.
Okay.
You stand up the entire time while you're riding.
Okay.
They're very lightweight. Typically nowadays, 145 to 150 pounds.
Okay.
Super soft tires. Very low geared. 6-speed transmissions. Everything's water cooled now. Some bikes are fuel injected, some are carbureted.
Okay.
But as the bikes have progressed, the goal of the sport has not really changed too much. Are setting up obstacle courses basically.
Okay.
And there'll be typically 10 to 15 zones that you will stop at on a 5 to 10 kilometer loop.
And that is that is where I've seen the tape, right? The markings.
That's correct. Yeah.
And that's called a segment then? Is it called a segment?
Section.
Okay.
In Spain, they call them zones.
Okay.
They'll be indicated with what number section it is. There'll be an in card. There'll be an out card.
How many sections do you do in one day or one trial, or is it multiple in one? Because I know this is not a race. This is not a timed event, correct?
Not in such that the fastest time is the winner, but you do have a time limit.
Okay.
So an overall time limit, if you go over that, you can also incur points to your total score.
And so then it's how many times you don't put your feet down, or how many times?
Yeah. So the idea is when you enter one of the sections, you're trying to get to the end cards without using your feet at all.
And so there's people there.
There's what's called an observer at each section.
Okay. So how many sections you do in one race? In one?
For a club event, it's very typical to have 10 sections, and you go around 3 times.
Oh wow, it's a lot.
So it's a lot. Yeah.
Endurance wise.
Yeah. For sure.
When I was reading about it, I came across the words. It's often referred to as a quiet sport. Is that something you've heard?
Bikes are very quiet.
Yeah.
The bikes themselves are very quiet. Yeah.
But incredibly technical.
Yeah.
Mentally.
It's a funny thing. Another thing that people, I guess, a misunderstanding. When you see it on a video or you look at the bikes, it looks very easy.
Well, I don't think so, but maybe other people.
Yeah, well, it's like because the bikes are so tiny and they're so light, and typically people think, well, that's easy, I could do that.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times part of the reason why the sport hasn't gotten very, very, very huge is that it is a very difficult thing to master. So it takes a lot of hours, a lot of dedication, and typically, especially nowadays, I find anyway that people don't really want to put that time in. They want to just go have fun. Yeah. And not to say that you can't have fun starting out, but I think it takes a certain type of person.
Yeah. So let's use that to lead into what drew you to that. Are you a naturally patient person? Are you
depends who you talk to.
Yeah, not your wife. We talk to your wife, or we yeah.
For me, I come from a motorcycle family.
Okay.
So my dad rode motorcycles. I went to motorcycle races, but he never rode trials. He rode race dirt bikes.
Okay.
He road
Okay.
raced.
Okay. Cool.
So I come from a family, and my brother rides, my son rode,
Okay.
the whole family. So it's kind
Okay.
of in our blood, I guess.
Just kind of went into it naturally, and then you
Yeah,
also love it.
it just our club in Victoria has been going since 1907, I believe,
Okay. Okay.
and we own 160 acres out in Machosen.
Your family?
No, the club does.
The club does.
Yeah, so I
Wow.
mean that's a huge thing, that having that access to ride all the time. So
Yeah, so you can go there and practice and set up
you can, yep,
segments and
yep,
sections and
yep,
wow. Oh, that's really cool. On like a family side uh, of this, so oftentimes once we start our life, we get married, we have children, it's so easy to let our passions or our hobbies go to the wayside because we maybe are overwhelmed with everything that comes with raising a young family. So I'm just wondering how
yep.
you were able to, yeah, if you were always able to maintain your passion and always get out there, or if you had to take a break, or how'd you find the balance?
I channeled it in different directions because I have a son and a daughter,
Yeah.
and I was super lucky that my son took to motorcycles as well.
Okay.
Um, I mean, it didn't hurt showing him videos from the time he was 6 months
No,
old.
it
And
didn't hurt at all. No.
well, I was really lucky. I got to channel my passion for competing through him.
Okay. So
And
you didn't
so
lose it.
and now that my kids are older, now I'm able to
Get
reapply
back
myself.
into it for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Your kids are adults now. I saw a
they
picture of
are.
your
Yes.
daughter and beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My son is 29 and my daughter's 27.
Okay. Very close together. So you got through everything
Yes.
fast and now you have all this, yeah, all the time back for yourself. So
Yeah.
that's your girlfriend, Heather. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to say, how does it feel to have Heather? It just, the pictures show me so much happiness and joy. And when you
Yeah.
were riding, and you were just recently in May doing a memorial for, it looked like a friend of yours, Joe Brown.
Yeah. I started that event 25 years ago. He was
Oh, you
my very
started it. This
first.
is yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
It's my
okay.
event.
Okay. Let's tell people, let's take a minute to share that.
Sure. I'll probably get choked up still
Well,
after 25 years, but
okay. Whatever you're
he
comfortable
was
with.
he was my first sponsor when I started competing really
Okay.
seriously. So
Okay.
uh, he owned a Yamaha shop in Machosen, and I
Yeah.
worked for him, rode for him,
Yeah.
won my first championship riding for him. So, and he passed away from cancer. So
How long ago?
26 years ago.
And you started this memorial to honor him
Yeah.
and remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see when I looked at the clips and you're talking during that event.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell that it. Yeah, I could feel what you were sharing, and I just was also thinking about having Heather by your side, having that person beside you for those kind of moments. To me, like if you can
Yeah.
explain
She's
how
been a
that
huge
feels.
supporter of anything I do, but
Yeah.
she doesn't come from a motorcycle background. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
But she looks like
But
she runs or something. I think
yeah,
you posted that she does her. Yeah.
she's done Ironmans, and
Yeah.
so she's a competitive person. So she really
Yeah.
gets that side of things,
Yeah.
which I really
And you know
appreciate.
what? It doesn't necessarily matter what the hobby or the passion is, the dedication, the mental strength,
That's right.
and
Yeah,
it all transfers fluidly between people. Just get it,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
So for the motorcycle enthusiasts that are they're gonna go watch our little segment here, do you think that the mental part of trials is more challenging than the physical? Is there a way to say one is more than the other, or no?
I have a little saying that I use in some schools that I have taught over the years, but
Yeah.
I call it the three B's because I think they're all equal.
Okay.
It's your bike always has to be able to work at 100% that it can,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
as well as your body and
Yeah.
your brain.
Yeah.
It is, but
Yeah.
I think I found later in life that any high level sport, the mental side is so important, and you don't
Yeah.
really, we don't we don't get taught that, and I found out I was lucky
Mm-hmm.
very early on. A friend of mine gave me a book, and it was called The Athlete's Guide to Mental Training, and I never knew anything about it. And I
Okay.
read this book, and it completely changed my
Yeah.
perspective on all of it.
Maybe let's talk a little bit about the upcoming Scotland trial. Because I think that will be interesting for the viewers. Tell us about this upcoming Scotland trip that you have.
Well, this is actually kind of a cool trip in many ways, but
Yeah.
I first went to Scotland in '92, and I think I read the comment from one of your followers who
Yes.
has been to the Scottish 6-day trial.
Yeah. Alan's been a big supporter on Thread since the beginning.
Oh,
So
cool. Yeah,
yeah.
so
So
that was pretty interesting to see that he goes every year, because it's a huge thing. That's a completely different event than the one I'm going to, but that was the
okay.
very first event that I went to, which
Okay.
is world famous. It's the oldest two-wheel oldest motorcycle competition in the world. It's been going for over 100 years.
Wow.
And
Okay.
it's brutal. It's 6 days in a row of riding all through the Highlands in Scotland.
And so this is what you did in 92?
That's what I did in '92.
Wow. So okay.
So I wanted to tell you this story for that one
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
one
do it.
follower.
Yeah.
I went with my father, who was
Yeah.
born in Scotland. So
Okay.
we got to see some family while we were there. But
Yeah.
the unique thing was that I took my bike completely apart and we put it inside my luggage.
Yep.
Because nowadays you can't do that, and you have to rent a bike, and it's really, really expensive. So because it went in our checked luggage, it was free.
So like your wheel, the frame.
Oh yeah, the whole thing.
Okay.
The whole thing. I bought new tires when we were there.
Okay.
I have a really good friend in Scotland who we stayed with. We went to his place. I put my bike all back together. We got to
Yeah.
practice a few days, and then we rode the
Yeah.
event, and then
Yeah.
had to do the whole thing
I'm,
over, take it all back apart.
I'm still stuck on because it was free, right?
Yep,
Because you could
that's right.
pack it all up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a lot.
awesome.
I mean, it's a lot of money. I think now it costs something like somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000 British pounds to rent a bike for the week. But
My
there's these
cat.
2-day.
Have to edit that out. So we have a question from a friend on Threads. His name is Mark. He's been super supportive on Threads and always encouraging and such. So he says, and by the way, this interview is very exciting for him because it's his favorite sport. And he has two questions. And he says, is Tony Bow, B-O-U,
Yes.
I don't know how to say this, is he
He's the
human?
world. He's not human. No.
I had a feeling that was true.
I don't even know how many. For everyone watching this interview, go Google Tony Bow,
Okay.
and I can't even explain some of the things that he's able to do. It's unbelievable.
I'll have to
So
look
he's
it up.
not human. I think he's won 20. I don't even know. I think it's 32 world titles now.
Okay. Wow.
It's insane. So yeah, he's not human.
So he's not human. There goes question one.
Not.
Question two, Mark is asking you if you have any experience or your thoughts on electric trials bikes, and he's really waiting patiently for Yamaha to release a bike.
Yes.
So what do you think? What are your thoughts?
I tried one a few years ago when I was in Arizona doing a trial school there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. They have quickly gotten so much better. Like they're incredible.
Like the electric bikes, you mean?
Yeah, the electric bikes they're competing with and beating gas bikes now.
Okay.
In Japan and in world championships. So
okay.
I'd like to. Some of them are just prototypes. You can't buy them, so that's why he was saying he can't wait till Yamaha sells theirs.
I see.
The guys in
the public
Japan,
can't buy
no,
it.
You can't go buy one. And they would probably be very expensive, but
yeah,
they've come a long way, and I think that
they have a place in the sport.
They do, and I think eventually, one day, I hope it doesn't happen while I'm still around, but one day that'll be what everyone's riding. Just makes sense.
Have you tried a sport bike?
I have. It was years ago, actually. So the first time I rode a sport bike, because I worked at the Yamaha shop, that was kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
Because I got to ride all the bikes that were in the shop.
Yeah.
When I lived in Tennessee for 2 years, I also rode a sport bike down there. One of the guys that I worked with, he had a sport bike.
Okay.
And one of our jobs, we imported a 125cc 2-stroke road bike from Italy, and a rider of ours took it to Bonneville and broke the world land speed record for a production 125cc bike.
Super cool.
So we were tasked with breaking it in, riding around town. So,
Okay. Do you like it? What do
but
you think? Yeah.
uh, I I would be scared to hurt myself because they have so much power.
Okay. Are you ready for a rapid fire?
Sure.
Okay. So we're gonna do two parts. One is true or nope are your options, and the other one is going to be this or that. And it's so
Wow.
okay. So this one is like Rider Life Home Edition. Okay.
Okay.
So true or nope. Okay. Ready, Steve? You've practiced balancing in the kitchen.
No.
You've used a riding metaphor in a parenting moment.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. You've hidden gear purchases.
No.
No, okay.
No.
You've used I need to check on my bike to like get out of a social situation.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. You've made bike noises while pushing your shopping cart.
Oh, yes. I actually got complimented at Costco. Sorry to interrupt your
No,
rapid.
let's do it. Tell me. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
because when Heather and I first started dating,
Yeah.
one of the first times we went shopping together, of course, there was a bit of a downhill. So I got a good run and got on the cart and rode her down,
Of
right?
course.
And so
Yeah.
we were at Costco a few weeks ago and I did my usual thing. She's used to it now. And there was a couple that rolled up and parked beside us, and a young family. And the
Mhm.
husband got out and he goes, "That is awesome." And she's like, "What?" And he said, "I hope you appreciate that he's still a kid inside."
Yeah. Okay. Last one for true or nope. You've blamed your bike when it was actually your fault, or definitely your fault.
I'm sure I have, but I used to always tell my son that too. Don't blame your bike.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This or that. And okay, this one is from Juan.
Okay.
Gas or Bultaco?
Gas.
Precision or power?
Can I have both?
No.
Oh, precision.
Dry rocks or wet logs?
Wet logs.
Get it perfect or send it and hope?
I'll probably have to go with get it perfect.
Okay, last one. Mental focus or muscle memory?
Mental focus.
Mental focus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. You got perfect. You got perfect in a game that wasn't being scored. Okay.
Well, in
Yep.
Scotland is different. You do a different course every single day.
Okay.
And that course can be anywhere from 80 to 100 miles.
So it's long.
It's long. So they have 2 or 3 gas stops along the way, and
Okay.
you ride on the paved road
Yeah.
with the cars, and then you get off the paved road, and then you're riding through moors, they call them, which is basically just a giant swamp for 20 miles.
So and my brain is still wrapping around I want to wrap around how long does that take? Like, do you stop at a point and then go to bed for the night and go back and start where you finished? Or how
Well,
does that
there's with that event and the one I'm going to in September, there's 300 riders.
300. Wow. Okay. You see each other while you're on the sections?
Well, the way they do it at the 6 days is on day 1, everybody rides in numerical order.
Okay.
And then on day 2, numbers 1 through 50, they go to the back of the pack. So number 51
I
starts
see.
first. So everybody has an early day.
Okay. Okay.
And typically your early day is your hardest day because you're riding stream beds and rivers. If you're the first rider,
You're the
there's been
first one.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
rocks are super slippery because after
Yeah.
100 riders, all the slime gets scrubbed off.
Yeah, but it's fair. Everyone
But it's
has.
fair because everybody has one. What happened to me, I had 2. Well, the other thing too in Scotland, you probably know this, it rains like 480 days out of 365.
So it's worse than here.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I had ridden 2-day events here in the rain.
Yeah.
And I'd never been so cold and so wet. Granted, I was way underprepared for clothing.
Yeah.
There was a lot of mistakes I made. I didn't get a lot of advice because I was just on
You
my
were
own.
very young as well. I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it poured rain every single day. And the first 2 days I was doing really well. Like I was in the top 50 to 60 of the event, which I was really happy. That was kind of my goal.
Yeah.
But on the third day, I believe, I hit a car.
Oh no. Shoot.
So they have these roads there. They call them single track roads, which means
Okay.
there's only room for one vehicle.
Not even single lane, so just one.
One.
Okay.
And I remember being on the plane going over and they were explaining what a single track road is.
Yeah.
So what you're this is their actual official way to deal with it. If you're in
Yeah.
two cars, you
Yeah.
meet each other and you talk about who was closest to the last pullout.
Really?
And that person has to back up the whole way to the pullout.
So there's like a diplomatic approach to how to
Yeah.
pass through
So,
the single
but in
tracks.
the event, because we're riding with cars, I was in a group of about 5 or 6 guys, and
Yeah.
the road is very twisty, undulates up and down. And
Yeah.
I came over a rise, and there was a car right in them, and we were moving fast.
Yeah.
So I hit the brakes out of instinct, and
Yeah.
I was sliding sideways
Yeah.
for the front of the car. And then this is all just instinct again. I let the brakes off the last second,
Yeah.
and then the bike high centered and
Mm-hmm.
threw me across the hood of the car, and I landed in the ditch.
Oh, Steve.
I was okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Was your bike
I got
okay?
my bike out from underneath the car, and the only
Yeah.
thing that was wrong, one of the foot pegs was bent pretty good, but other than that, no damage.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
felt really lucky.
Yeah.
And of course, the guys that were behind me, they just kept going. They didn't wait for me.
No.
And then I had this young German lady yelling and screaming at me in German,
Like you did something wrong or you,
like it was my
yeah.
fault,
Yeah.
like very aggressively yelling at me.
Oh,
Anyway, so a lot of the story, there's some illegal things in there that I can't share with everybody.
okay. Done.
But the long and the short of it was that it was it was something that had to be dealt with. They were going to exclude me from the event if I didn't go talk to this lady after. And oh my goodness, it was a whole thing.
So you didn't get excluded though? You went and
I
dealt with
didn't get
it?
excluded.
Okay.
Um, I finished the event. I didn't
Yeah.
place where I wanted to. Somehow on the course, on the 4th day, I missed 2 sections. I don't know how. So
Oh,
that was an automatic 100
yeah.
point penalty. So that dropped me probably about 50 or 60 places just because
Okay.
of that.
So if this was in 92, right?
Yeah.
So how many trials did you have under your belt? Like doing this by that at that
Oh,
point?
you mean just
Like,
other events?
yeah. Like how were
Well,
you?
geez,
Yeah.
I've been riding events since I was 13. So
Okay. So a
yeah,
lot. So it
a lot.
wasn't,
Yeah.
was it a newer experience though, that large of?
Oh,
No.
never done anything. I'd always wanted to go for 10 years. But
Okay.
again, like I say, I had that event in particular, if you've ridden it before, it's such a huge advantage. It's the same
Yeah.
people that go ride it every year. So they
Yeah.
know exactly how everything works. They know
Yeah.
where to go.
So I'm
It's
laughing because I'm like, okay, you got to pull that back from 1992 for your advantage for the end of September.
yes. Well, there'll be a lot of things that won't be such a culture shock for sure.
Yeah. You know what else I'm thinking? Because this sport isn't about speed, it's like
Mhm.
technical, right? Incredibly technical and mentally demanding, if I'm saying that proper. Um, would it be fair to say that there's less injuries, or is that a wrong thing
Yes.
to think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think there's more injuries now at the world championship level because
Okay.
the level of difficulty is just
Yeah.
crazy.
Like any sport as it evolves over
Yeah.
the years, right? The technical aspect of this sport is really intriguing to me.
Yeah. I think it makes, I mean, you'll see people say this everywhere now. It makes you a better rider no matter what kind of bike you're riding, whether it's on the
I
street
bet.
or whether it's dirt
Yeah.
biking or
And my cat. Oh my God.
star of the show.
Yeah, we'll maybe do a bloopers or something. Okay. So, Steve, I can't thank you enough for coming on my show and sharing your time with me and with our viewers. I wish you all the best in Scotland. Please come back and chat with me again and share more stories. I also want to say that I thank you for your quiet support for people on Threads. So
Yeah. I like to,
you're always there, like in the background there
yeah.
when people are. So
Yeah.
I
There's
just,
no need to be, my kids always tell me I comment too much. So I try to restrict myself.
but Yeah, and I mean this as a compliment, and I'm thanking you. I'm thanking you truly, because I see you there and I see the support you offer, and so I just want to say I really appreciate that. And
I think it's cool that you and Juan can share bikes together,
yeah,
and that's very cool. But I love supporting anyone that shows a passion towards
yeah,
motorcycles, because it's given me so much, in my
yeah.
life. So
Yeah. And there are so many folks of your mindset that I have come across on, specifically on threads, that are so supportive of new riders and encouraging. And yeah, so it's been a really cool experience. And sharing this with Juan, having a shared hobby. And I,
yeah,
yeah, I
well, I
can't.
find motorcycle people in general, and for me, the trials community, just incredible. Um,
Yeah.
one more little backstory. I told you I could give you a whole show,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
whole year's worth of stories.
Share it. Share it.
When I
Yeah.
bought my bike, in actually it was purchased in England,
Mm-hmm.
and I just had posted something on Instagram, if there's anyone in this area that could help me out just to go look at a bike. And a
Yeah.
fellow trials rider who was half an hour away said, "Oh, I could go look at it." He looked at the ad and he said, "Oh," he said, "that's overpriced." He said, "I'll find a better one for you." So he found me the bike.
Wow.
I'm sending him money over the internet, and Heather's
And
like,
you've
"You're
never
so
even met
trusting."
him,
I'm like,
but
"I've
it's,
never met him before.
yeah, but
I
it's the
know of him."
community.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
community. And I said, I said, trials people are like that. I mean, I
Yeah.
was treated like that by so many people, just let me in their house. And I said, and that's always the way I'm going to be with other people too. So,
Well, I feel it and I appreciate it. And on that note as well, there's been like people, friends on threads that have like opened their doors to us to be like, if you ever come to Scotland or you ever go to Finland,
oh yeah,
and
excellent.
you're
That's,
like,
yeah,
wow, that's incredible. That gives me goosebumps. Like
yep.
it's, yeah.
Well, that's
So,
the same, exact same experience I have with the trials community. I have open invitations to go
yeah.
to Spain, to Switzerland, Italy.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
likewise, if they come here,
yeah,
right, you would
yeah,
open your doors for them.
yeah,
Yeah. There's something to be said for having a community, having a passion for something, and how fulfilling I think that is just for the bigger picture of life.
yeah,
Like this is what life really is about, right? This
yeah,
is like, yeah. So,
yeah.
yeah. So my heart is so warm. Thank you a lot for being
Thanks
here.
again.
So we'll say, stay safe, everyone, and ride your own ride, two wheels down, and I'll catch you next time.
All
Bye.
right. Take care.
Okay.